you for taking the time to talk with me today. With basketball season getting close, we are also coming up on our annual event, also known as Bear Jam, which a lot of people look forward to. Today I wanted to ask you a few questions about its history, its purpose, and why it matters to you and the team.
Sounds great. Let's get started.
To start off, for those who might not know, can you explain what Bear Jam is in your own words?
Yeah, Bear Jam is a jamboree made up of boys and girls varsity basketball teams and then our 2 JV programs for the boys and girls. And what we do is we invite teams from all over the surrounding counties, Charleston, Dillon, Horry, Williamsburg, and of course Georgetown. And we ask them to come and play 2 quarters over 3 nights. And it's just a way to sort of get basketball season kicked off and allow the coaches to get together before the season starts, the players to get together, the scouts to get to see everybody, and just a way for us to really kick in the basketball season.
How long has Bear Jam been a part of our school's basketball tradition?
I brought the jamboree here, I think it was my 2nd or 3rd year, so this is like the 23rd or 24th year of the Bear Jam. That we started it years and years ago. So it's been going on, it's old like me.
What is one thing you personally look forward to the most every year when Bear Jam comes around?
I have a lot of friends in coaching, and I also I know a lot of the players from the surrounding area. So it's really nice to have one place where we can all come together where, winning's great and I love winning, but the best part about the Bear Jam is it kicks off basketball and everybody's hopeful, everybody's in a good mood, and really it just allows everybody the opportunity to come together before everything gets started. Because I'm not going to see these guys for another 3 months. I'm not going to, work with them like I would when it's the summer and stuff like that. So it's a really even though it's competitive, it's more of a scrimmage atmosphere where everybody's learning, everybody's having a good time. And really my favorite part is the community, because seeing all the kids from the school have something, seeing our community come in and knowing that we're known for something that all of these schools that are much bigger than us want to be a part of is really important to me. If you're talking about needs, of course, the financial opportunity that Bear Jam gives the boys basketball program is huge, because it really gives us, it's kind of hard to fundraise out our way because there's just not a lot, but when you can bring the Bear Jam in and bring quality competition in, of course it's a wonderful fundraiser, and that's one. But also the inspiration was, for me personally as a coach, I wanted people to know that we cared about basketball and that basketball was important to us as a community. Basketball was important to the kids that go to school here. And the fact that, why not us? Everybody always tries to say we're too small, but when you have, Carolina Forest, Conway, when you have other 5As, 4As, and 3As that want to come here, that's what I always wanted. I wanted to be accepted within the basketball ranks by schools that were a little bit bigger than us, to show that even though we're small in size, we're big in many ways.
In your economics class, you often talk about scarcity. In your eyes, was Bear Jam feeling a scarce experience or a gap at our school?
Yes, without a doubt. Like I teach you kids in class, the idea that you don't want to be like anyone else. You want to make yourself scarce, or the idea that you just want to provide something that's not out there. Now, there were jamborees, some wonderful jamborees that were around us, but over time, some of those jamborees, they stopped. And once I saw that there was a vacuum available with the empty space, that's when, I came up with the idea that we could do this. And at first, a lot of people were like, again, you're in the middle of nowhere, this isn't going to work. But the thing they don't understand about Carvers Bay is, yes, we're out here, but we're close enough to everything. And it's such a central location for all the counties, it's just great. But yeah, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because, the idea of wanting to not be like other people and wanting to provide something, and the idea of, that's why I love you kids and everything you all put into the Bear Jam, because, I know you've said like it's mine, but it's not mine. It belongs to you kids, it belongs to the community, and that's what I've always wanted. I've always wanted it to be, I don't mind starting it, and I don't mind keeping it going, but I'm not the one that's the life and the blood of Bear Jam. Like what you kids are doing now, the kids that are out decorating right now, the kids that are going to be Care Bears, the kids that are going to help the concession stand and all these other things, and then the parents that come in and help. Like that to me is the biggest thing, is a way that we as a community can come together over 3 nights and really show these other places that are out there. Like you might think you know who we are, but you really don't know who we are. Come experience us for 3 nights, and you're going to come away with knowing that Carvers Bay is really an amazing place, which I've been lucky to work at for a very long time.
Do you feel like you've seen Bear Jam change over the years? If so, how has it evolved?
Bear Jam at one time was huge. We would average 40 to 50 teams. COVID hit. That took away a lot of community. It took away a lot of those things that really made the Bear Jam thrive. And I don't know if we'll ever get that back. It's just so much. And it was rolling there for a while, but now it's just a whole different time where we are right now, post-COVID, and we're still recovering from that. But as far as the where I've seen it come from, it still serves the purpose that I want it to serve, which is allowing our community to be seen and doing all that. And I mean, we have almost 30 some teams this year, or almost 30 teams in the Jam this year. There's 3 nights. It's still one of, if not the largest jamboree in the state of South Carolina. I mean, there's a lot to hang our hat on. Do I want to see it get bigger? Oh my gosh, yes. Like I really, really want to see it continue to grow and continue to get bigger, because it's just a way to show off a place that I love, because I do love this place, and I love the people, and I love the kids, and I love the game.
What impact do you think Bear Jam has had on the team, both in terms of energy and school spirit?
I think the kids look forward to it. We never try to overlap, because the bad part about Bear Jam is you got to get it in. We're still usually in playoffs with football because they do a wonderful job. But that's not really what it's about. What I love is the fact that the kids, that we have 2 cuts. So kids that, when football season is over and we get those kids back, a lot of times those kids don't get to play in the Bear Jam. But there's kids who get an opportunity to play in the Bear Jam, get a chance to play, who may or may not make the team. But this gives them an opportunity to get on the floor for at least once, and allows them the opportunity to be seen by their parents and stuff like that, and be a Bear. And that's really important to me, is that, the one thing about basketball is I have to cut, and I hate that. It's the worst part of my job, whereas a lot of the coaches here don't have to cut. But allowing the Bear Jam to exist allows a lot of opportunity for kids. And sometimes those kids have gone on where I thought I was going to cut them. They end up impressing me and making the team. So it really allows that opportunity for growth, and that opportunity for everybody to feel like they're involved.
Thank you for taking the time to talk with me today, and I'm looking forward to seeing Bear Jam this year and watching the season begin.
Thanks. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank y'all.
If you were explaining Bear Jam to someone who has never been, how would you describe it in one sentence or word?
The word I describe it is community. What's a community?
Do you plan on going to Bear Jam? Why
Yes.
or why not?
Yes, because it's like the best basketball tournament in the state.
What are you most excited for about Bear Jam this year?
Watching the Carvers Bay Bears win, watching the boys, just put that belt.
What part of Bear Jam do you like the most? The games, seeing the skills of the athletes, the crowd's energy, or something else?
Just watching all the Carvers Bay boys basketball team, just do their thing. KK, Jamie.
If you were explaining Bear Jam to someone who has never been, how would you describe it in one sentence or a word?
Hype.